Hi, I think I'm live. I have no idea. We tried to get this all set up a couple of days ago, and then we got it all scheduled. First of all, welcome to the Kellie Kitchen. So happy that you're here. We've got a lot to go over. Don't you love my little finger here? I actually started a little early because my coconut tortillas, they take a little bit of extra time. So I started, and I wanted to show you. Let me see those little guys. Those are my coconut tortillas. So I'm just going to turn this way so you can see. So normally I have 4 of these going all at once, and I don't expect everybody to have 4 of these pans all at once, but it makes the process go so much faster because each of my coconut tortillas takes like, I don't know, 5 to 7 minutes to make. So if you only have one, just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to figure out what is the best view. And if you can hear me, I think you can hear me. I don't know. Normally I have 4 pans going because these take like 5 to 7 minutes each, and there are 12 tortillas in the batch. So if you only have 1 pan, that's going to take you like an hour and a half to make an entire batch of tortillas. But I usually have 4 of these going, and I did have 4 going. And I just wanted to show you what I do. So I use my handy dandy mister. I think I told you guys about this. I know I told you guys about this last time. This is my makeshift healthy version of Pam. And this is a necessary portion. Step. In your nonstick pan, you have to have spray going because you don't want your coconut mixture to stick. And I wear this because my pans don't have any handle on them. And this is my mixture. I'm going to tell you how I make it as soon as I get these in the pot in the pan, because these are kind of getting really hot. But you want to get it in there, and then you're going to kind of roll that around. You're going to cover it. So it's almost like a little bit like a crepe. And then we'll get the second one going. Just pour that in there. It's a little bit less than 1/4 of a cup. And you just see how I pour that in there. It's kind of like a little technique. Can you see that? And you pour those around. Guys, I'm totally stressed. I wanted this to be so easy, and I'm trying to like get to YouTube, and anyways, we made it here, and I think it's working. So we'll just go with it. No, I was going to say that not everyone has the time to make these coconut tortillas. They're only 1 gram net carb, which is fantastic. And they actually taste, they take on the taste of whatever you make with them. However, there will be no judgment from me if you wanted to use a low carb version, store-bought, in the supermarket, tortilla section. This brand actually only has 3 grams net carbs per tortilla. It would not be my first choice. My first choice would be to make these, but in a pinch, I am totally fine with something like this. So this is La Victoria, and it's pretty low carb, and they're okay tasting. I prefer mine. Anyway, so I like this spatula. Can you see this little thin spatula here? Because what I do is I just slide my spatula underneath the tortilla, and then I do a little flip. See? Little flip. And I'm going to get these going on here. I'm going to finish this, and then we're going to get moving on to other stuff. So let me tell you what we have on tap for today. We are making creamy chicken and spinach enchilada verde, and we are making hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, and we're going to try and get to some egg salad. I am making mini lava cakes, which I got to get those in the oven pronto. And then if we have time, I'm going to show you how I marinate my mustard spiced flank steak. And I'm obviously not going to cook the flank steak tonight, but I like to marinate it and get it ready and I'll either throw it in the freezer or I'll throw it in the fridge for dinner, probably not tomorrow night, but maybe the next night. And so it's sitting there for a couple days, and it's getting all the juices all together and all the flavor. And then when I come home from work, it's already ready to go, and we just pop it on the barbecue or put it on a grill pan. So there you go. Okay, so this one I think is almost done. Don't you think this is silly? I worked a full day today, got into the office a little early so I could leave right at 5 and get home and get things kind of set up and organized. My children are finally home, and I cannot even believe it. Okay, let's turn this off. My daughter got home from being away for the whole summer, and then she had to go to school today. First day of school, first day back. So anyways, glad my kids are home, and they are watching. They told me. They just don't watch it while I'm not. So, okay, so those are almost done. The thing about these tortillas is that you can keep them in the fridge for a couple of days, or you can actually freeze them. I use these for my enchiladas. I use them for tacos, and I use them for quesadillas. I know, kind of wild that you can put them in quesadillas. So let me tell you how I make them, or what's in them. So there's just a few things. This is kind of a wackadoodle thing, but these egg whites, just get them in the egg section, and I prefer to use the liquid egg whites as opposed to using fresh eggs. I know that these aren't organic and natural and all that sort of stuff, but the consistency of these eggs, it's kind of like water. So if you were to use real eggs, first of all, what are you going to do with all those egg yolks? You got to do something with them. And the egg whites in fresh eggs, it's a little bit thick. So you have to sort of whip them to get them to be more runny, but then you get all this air in them. So these are actually, they're less expensive and they have better consistency. So it's 1.5 cup. The recipe is on the website. By the way, this is my #1 recipe. I think in like 1 quarter, I got like 250,000 views just of this recipe on my website. A couple thousand, maybe like 3,000 or 4,000 views on YouTube. So you've got 1.5 cups of liquid egg whites, 1/3 cup of coconut flour, 1/2 cup of water, and a teaspoon of baking powder. So super easy. And to me, they're not eggy. You know, that's, I think, one of the sort of the #1 questions I get, like, oh, do they taste like eggs? I don't think they do, because we are going to mix them in with the chicken and the spinach and the salsa verde and the cheddar cheese and all that sort of stuff. So, okay, we are done with the tortillas right for this second. We'll get this out of the way. I wanted to show you how easy it is to make hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot. The rule of thumb when I'm making hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, 5, 5, 5. You put them in there for 5 minutes, then you let them slow release for 5 minutes, and then you let them sit in a cool water bath for 5 minutes, and then the shells just roll off, and they are perfect hard-boiled eggs every single time. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see the shell roll off, and if we have even more time, which I don't think we will, I'll actually make my egg salad for you. Nothing fancy, it's just a basic egg salad. Okay, so let me just turn this way. I'm going to point this down. Okay, so do you see my eggs are in my Instant Pot? I have let's just go like this. I have a trivet all the way at the bottom. It just holds it's like a little rack. And I put about 1/2 cup of water just at the bottom so that you don't burn the eggs or whatever. So you can put a dozen eggs in there if you want. I just have 6 because we can only eat so much egg salad. Okay, so then would be nice if I plugged it in. You're going to plug it in, and there is actually a setting on the Instant Pot that is eggs. I'll show you. Do you see the part where it says egg? Maybe I'll show it this way. So technical, jeez. See where it says egg right there? That says egg. And I am going to put my lid on. It's going to be, I don't need that anymore. Okay, so I'm going to keep that open, and I'm going to, see, it's my favorite sound. Okay, so now I'm going to seal it, and then I'm going to seal the top portion. So I have sealed the top portion right there. And then I'm going to press egg, and it's already on 5 minutes, and it's going to start, and it's going to do its thing. And I'm not even going to have to look at that or deal with that. So there you go. That's done. Okay, now let's get busy on our mini lava cakes, because those have to go into the oven like pronto, because those take like 20 minutes. Let's get this out of the way. Remove this. These are my tortillas. I'm going to keep this over here. So this is what I love about these lava cakes. You guys ever seen this? This is like really inexpensive at the supermarket. It's just unsweetened baker's chocolate. So you need 7 ounces of unsweetened baker's chocolate, and each one of these boxes is, I think, like $3. So it's not expensive, but you need 7 ounces, and each box only has 4 ounces. So you do 1 3/4 boxes of this, and I just chop it up, put it into a measuring cup, and then you're going to use 3/4 of a cup plus 2 tablespoons. I'll have the recipe up on the website soon, I hope. Maybe this weekend. If you want it sooner than this weekend, then let me know, and I will email it to you. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to put it in here, and I'm going to do it in like 30-second to minute increments to get this all melted together in the microwave. So we got that going. Now let me show you this. So my favorite Lakanto sweetener. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that in a minute. I have already set up. You can do this in ramekins. Do you know what ramekins are? These are ramekins. These little guys. See those? Now, the recipe calls for 8 to 12. I don't have 8 to 12 ramekins. I have like a smattering, all different sizes and whatever. So I just created this recipe in a little muffin tin, and I actually like to put them in paper cups. You don't have to, but because they're an ooey gooey thing, when you get them out, you probably want them in a paper cup. Plus, they're easier to store in the paper cups. I sent a whole slew of these to Peter's office today with the explicit directions that they had to microwave them for 30 seconds because they needed to have like this, you know, like lava cakes, you have the gooiness. I love that. Okay, so we just did our first round of microwave. I can hear my eggs. It's starting to steam in there. So that's what it's doing in the Instant Pot. It's sort of steaming the eggs. Okay. So see, I still have a ways to go. We're gonna go for another minute there. These are the parchment paper cups that I like to use. These are not easy to find. You can usually find them like on the top shelf, in the baking aisle. And they are parchment paper large baking cups. I'm sure you can buy these online at Amazon too. The company is called Chef Papier. I think it's what they call. So anyways, you can take a look. You see that? Chef Papier. And so I like to buy those. Next part of the recipe is 5 eggs. I already cracked them for you. I'm just going to whip those up while the chocolate is doing. Okay, so let me tell you guys something. I have this really old friend. I just wrote a blog post about it. I posted, I scheduled it to be posted today. So when I was getting married 100 years ago, I was panicked because I'll be damned if I was going to be a chubby bride walking down the aisle. I was 30 pounds heavier than I am right now. And it was 6 weeks until my wedding. And by the way, I'm 135 pounds right now. And I have been 135 pounds for 3 years since I started keto and intermittent fasting. It's been my savior, and I have never effortlessly been this way in my life. So when I was getting married, I was 30 pounds heavier than I am right now, and I was damned if I was going to be walking down the aisle and, not feel my best. So this needs one more round, I think. We're going to put this in here. So I went to Gold's Gym, and I hired this veteran trainer, and then I hired the nutritionist at the gym. And he was a super young guy, but he was full of energy, and I was going to follow his plan, and he was amazing. His name's Andy Petronic. If you're listening, Andy, hi. I hope he's listening. Anyways, to make a long story short, Andy has been in the fitness and nutrition space for a very long time. He got me into, I looked beautiful on my wedding day and all that sort of stuff. But he opened a CrossFit gym, one of the very first CrossFit LAs. And he started this challenge called the Whole Life Challenge in 2014. And it's a way to sort of look at 7 areas of your life. Nutrition is obviously one of them, but hydration, sleep, nutrition, hydration, sleep, exercise, stretching, self-reflection, and then some mindfulness challenge once a week. And you go for 6 weeks. And I am putting together a team. So you can go and sign up at wholelifechallenge.com. And then I have a private Facebook group. It's just for people that are on my team. And I have posted meal plans for this challenge. It is not heavy exercise. It's like a minimum of 10 minutes a day, minimum of 10 minutes of stretching. You got to journal for 5 minutes. The chocolate in here is just getting melted. I'm going to pause on that story. And we'll go back to the Whole Life Challenge in a minute because I want to show you the next step in this. So you've got your eggs, and you're going to mix them up. You don't have to use a hand mixer. You can just use this. Then I've got my trusty Lakanto. Lakanto, I think I told you, monk fruit mixed with erythritol. It takes away the cooling effect in your mouth. It has no spike on your blood sugar, and I think it bakes very, very similar to regular sugar. So here is a fun little, this is my coffee grinder. I don't grind my own coffee. Nobody has time for that. But I use it, and you can do spices in here too. I have no time for that either. But I use this to grind my sweetener. Now, here's the thing about sweeteners. When they're Maybe that will work. Oh well, silent cooking. Maybe you can hear me now. Okay, well, I'm just gonna chop up the enchiladas. The chicken, this is the rotisserie chicken that I made last week. And it's already ready to go. So I love that. I have this on low, and now I'm going to, oh, let's see. No, I don't know if anybody can hear me, but it is what it is. That's too bad. Where is my cream cheese? There it is. So we're going to use half of a thing of cream cheese and 4 ounces. We're going to mix my chicken in. And I still don't know if you can, I don't think you can hear me. Oh, she's back. Yay, you can hear me now. Okay, so I'm also going to add in, so I made some of this mixture a couple of weeks ago, also in my freezer. I'm going to add that to the mixture. And I'm going to add half of a block of this cream cheese. I'm so bummed right now. Like, that just took the wind out of my sails. I'm so like heartbroken that that was not working. I knew that this was going to be sort of an experiment. Ugh, I hate that. Oh well, what can you do? All right, I wrote down the recipe. We got the garlic. Oh, so cumin. Here's my cumin. We're going to do a teaspoon of cumin. We'll do the cream cheese. Such a bummer. There we go. I guess that's life in show business. Such a bummer. Oh well. You guys will have to come again to watch me make this. We're gonna smash up the cream cheese. I might actually add the whole thing. You add a little bit of cream with the cream cheese. I'm gonna add just like a splash or two of cream. There we go. We'll add a little bit of cilantro to the top. We'll get this nice and creamy. I'm going to add the other half of this because I doubled the recipe. So that's 8 ounces of cream cheese. Okay. So cumin, we're going to do, I'll do a double of the recipe. So 2 teaspoons of cumin. And, oh God, that smells so good. It's getting nice and creamy. And as soon as we get this nice and creamy, okay, let's get some salt and pepper on here. It's so much better with sound. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Well, yeah, it is a little bit better with sound. So I'm going to do like a teaspoon of salt. We'll do a couple cracks of pepper. Couple cracks of pepper. Get that nice and creamy and delish. Get all of the cream cheese melted in there. I just sort of use the back of my spoon and I kind of, do you see how I'm kind of like mashing it all in there? Get that all in there. Okay, so if I was silent, then you didn't hear me talk about Whole Life Challenge. So I just posted on my blog today. I had it scheduled for today, so it's gonna go, you'll get an email tomorrow if you're on my mailing list. And basically, it's a 6-week challenge. I think you can sign up for like 29 bucks. It's not my challenge, but if you want to be on my team, go to wholelifechallenge.com and sign up and join the Kellie Kitchen team. And then what you want to do is go to Facebook and search Whole Life Challenge in the Kellie Kitchen. And there's a link on my website. So, and then you can join the Facebook private group, and I have meal plans for the whole thing. So the Whole Life Challenge is basically, we want you to get better sleep, drink more water, get a little bit of exercise, do like a mindfulness challenge, reflect every day for like 5 minutes, and then you kind of just track it and see how you do. Yes, you can drink alcohol. You can't really eat too much cheese, and you can't really drink too much alcohol, but it's just a way to check in with yourself for 6 weeks and just take better care of yourself. Okay, so I want to show you this. Can you see this? So this is the creamy chicken enchilada mixture. Oh, geez. Creamy chicken enchilada. Sorry, it's creamy chicken and spinach. And we are going to take those. We're going to take the mixture and we're going to make enchiladas. This is a good thing. I don't think I want to use this one. I think I want to use, yeah. Okay, so I got my casserole dish. I don't know how many I can fit in this, but we're just gonna get started. Okay, so check it out. Where's my, gotta get my spoon. So here we go. Here is my tomatillo chili verde sauce. You're just gonna take a little bit of this and, ooh, Peter's got a lot of cleaning up to do tonight. Sorry, Peter. I'm kidding. It'll be mostly clean before he gets home. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna splash a little bit on the bottom of the pan. So I'm just gonna coat the pan. Nothing fancy. Then I'm going to take my tortilla. I'm going to take some of my mixture. Now, I want you to watch this. It's not fancy, but see how I'm doing this? I'm going to roll it over like this, and then I'm just going to place it in the dish. Can you see that? Well, when I'm all done, I'm going to show you. So I like to just put them, there's probably like 2 tablespoons, maybe a little bit more. Be generous, and you're going to fill your tortillas with your creamy chicken and spinach mixture. And you got to, make them so that they're nice and tight up to each other. Aren't these the coolest tortillas? Because you didn't hear this, I'm going to tell you. Coconut flour, egg whites, a little bit of baking powder, and water. That is it. That's all that goes into these. And then it's all about the technique. Okay, so you see how I'm just getting this done. I'm going to have a lot of this chicken mixture left over. And you know what? I'm going to make some other sort of casserole with the rest of this chicken. And if I don't use it all tonight, which I'm not going to. So, I just wanted to show you. I make mistakes too, and I got a little aggressive with this one, and we'll just let him be off to the side. I tried. Most of mine are actually pretty good. Okay, so let's see. I think we're gonna get six enchiladas in this baby. I might be able to move some over here. Yeah, I'm going to move some over. I'm going to try and get in as many as I possibly can because they're just so good. And I know everybody's going to want leftovers for tomorrow. I can get 2 more in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour the green mixture on top. Our lava cakes on 3 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. For the chicken enchiladas, I'm going to pour the green sauce on top, and then I'm going to cover it with shredded cheddar cheese, and then that'll go in the oven 350 to 400 degrees for like 15 minutes. Everything is already cooked, so we're just sort of heating everything through and through. Okay, check it out. Enchiladas. Okay, so now we are going to pour our tomatillo sauce over. So it's kind of like a casserole. And then I am going to sprinkle with, you can use mozzarella or sharp cheddar. I like to use white cheddar. You can use orange cheddar too if you want. If it's not even, doesn't even matter. Ooh, use my big knife. I'm so excited because my timing, my stupid microphone wasn't working. I wonder if it's working now. Who knows? I can't see anything. I need like a whole team here. Can you get a whole crew to come and help me do this? It's a lot of work. But it's fun. I love doing it. Okay, so that is good. That is good. There are my chicken enchiladas. When I take this out, I'm going to put some chopped cilantro all on top. But this is going in the oven. And my lava cakes, actually, it's not going in the oven. Not going in the oven until my lava cakes get done, which is only like 2 more minutes. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. I'm going to show you now my eggs and how easy, I hope, they might not be so easy, but we'll see. They've been easy for me every single time. I'll show you how they just roll out of the shell. Nice and cool. Okay. There's my egg. You just kind of go like this. Look. Huh. Look at how easy that is. So easy. And I can do the whole thing. That's got 10 more seconds. I can do the whole thing and then take them all out. Oh, those are my lava cakes. So exciting. Okay, I'll finish those later. You guys don't want to be bothered with that. This is a momentous occasion. We are going to take my lava cakes, my beauteous, except for that one in the middle. There are my lava cakes. Now, these I'm going to let sit so they can cool off. You probably want to let them sit for like half an hour to an hour. Then when you serve them straight out of the oven like that, then the center is like all gooey and delicious. So good. Okay, I'm going to turn the oven up to 400. If I had more time, I would turn it to 350 and just let them sit there for half an hour. But I'm going to do them for like 15 minutes. So that's good. And I think we're all done because I don't think that this actual session has been very productive. And so I think we're gonna call it quits. You saw the eggs, you saw the chicken enchiladas, you saw the tortillas, you saw the mini lava cakes. We'll do the flank steak another time, and hopefully next week we won't have any glitches. Also, let me know if there's something that you would like to see me make that's low carb or keto friendly. I'm always looking to try new recipes or to give you guys things that are easy to make for you and your family to help keep you on track with eating low carb and having fun while doing it. Okay, thanks so much, you guys. I'll talk to you later.